Hey, what's up guys? It's Cloh here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you a tier list on Strikeout. I'm going to be doing another video on how they do in Demolition, but this one's strictly Strikeout, who you should be playing in Strikeout, who's the best, who's the worst. Starting off first with Anvil, I think that Anvil is really good because his gun has 90 bullets upgraded once, and his C4 kills everything. Also, he has a barricade, so I think he's like pretty good, average to above average for Strikeout. I'm going to put him into my B tier, just because he has some ways where he will lose a lot of gunfights, like to say Shock and Ronin, because his gun doesn't dominate at any range. It's just all around pretty good. Now, Shock is really good on close range maps, but on maps like Vice, he tends to struggle a little bit because he can't get into range with enemies. But he does have the best SMG in the game, and his ability to overheal and res himself can't be ignored, so I think he belongs in the A tier for a Strikeout. Now we have Dallas, and there's two different types of Dallas players in Strikeout. There's the one that's constantly revealing the enemy team, slaying everybody out, and there's the one that pops his ability when he gets it, doesn't get it down, and then just stands there and waits for the rest of the game. So I think that Dallas in the right hands is really strong, but in the wrong hands he's really weak, so I think he belongs in the B tier. Next up we have Dima. Dima has two really solid weapons. He has a nade off every single spawn, and his ability is good for slaying too. I think that alone will put him into the A tier. Out of sheer slaying power, I think that an average player on Dima will get a lot more kills than they would on a lot of other characters. Next up we have Glitch, and his SMG isn't as good as Shock's. He doesn't have an overheal. He doesn't have a good nade. I think he belongs straight up in the C tier. I don't think he's very good. Now we have Lancer, and obviously Lancer is in the S tier. It's a respawn mode. She's basically a Call of Duty player with a UMP with Marathon and Lightweight. She has to go into the A tier. She's by far the best for Strikeout. Now we have Phantom, and Phantom is really good if you're hitting your shots, but she's really bad if you're not hitting your shots. I think that for Strikeout, she belongs in the B tier because getting a few downs cross map is great and all, but they can immediately get rezzed, so there's not a huge point to it. Next up we have Ronin. Now, I put Ronin in the same tier as Dima just because her ability is good for kills, her nade is good for kills, and she has some pretty solid weapons. But overall, very good for slaying. Now we have Saint, and Saint's guns are also really strong. He doesn't have a nade that Ronin and Dima do, but what he lacks in the nade, he has the ability to res people across the map. So that puts him into the A tier. Now we have Scorch, and everybody hates my Scorch placements, and I'm still going to rank her low because I still think that she sucks. If you hear her ability pop, wait 10 seconds for it to go away, and then she's just a person with an SLC, and like she's awful. So we're putting her into the C tier. She's still bad. Now you have Talon, and Talon can actually be really good if he puts his dart in the right places. His SMG isn't as good as Shock's, but it is pretty good. He's kitted with a C4. I think that will put him into the B tier. Now we have Trench, and Trench has had basically a must pick in Demolition defense right now, but for Strikeout, his guns are not that great, and he doesn't really have utility that benefits Strikeout that much. So he's going to be in the D tier just because, and I'm not saying that he's bad in Demolition, I'm saying that for Strikeout, I think he is the worst pick. Finally, we have Vi. Vi, the Nightshade, is really fun to use, but for whatever reason, I get turned off by it sometimes. I think that it feels like the Maddox from Black Ops 4. I think that Vi belongs a solid C tier because her kit isn't great for getting kills. It's more of just like defending places, and Strikeout's basically a team deathmatch, so you don't really need it. So this is my tier list for Strikeout. If you're new to the game and you want to pick somebody to play in Strikeout, start from the top and work your way down, and you will do just fine. If this video was helpful or you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on what you want to see me do next, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.